Lee, I'm going to start with you first. And I know we've touched on it a little bit already tonight, but what is your kind of thoughts going into this game against Villa?
Rick called it on our show, right? Rick called it the Highline Derby. It was absolutely hilarious. He's like many people. I'm calling you out, Rick. He said many people. He said many people are calling this the Highline Derby. I'm like, who's actually called it that? But he's got a point because we both play high lines. Like, I think my view on Villa is that we need to be able to derail their season. We could do that in two ways, right? First way is beat them in the next game. And the second way is we go in for some audacious bid for Watkins, because I think he'd be absolutely perfect for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. I think he's got the goals and assists. He's perfect for an Ange system, and I think that many people will say, well, he's just signed a new contract and he won't go away. Yes, all of that is true, 100%. He's going to cost a lot of money, but also we've just nabbed Lange from there, who actually signed Watkins, and half of their recruitment team as well. So I think that there's a couple of ways you can derail your kind of rivals for that top four, top three spot or top five. I think Villa away from home are actually pretty bad. They're not a good side away from home. And I think that we are now in a situation, Tottenham Hotspur are now in a situation where we have to win the next game. And I think we will. And I think because of that, we will do it. The fan base at home, and look, our fan base away from home are magnificent forever. Our fan base at home now are also magnificent. It is a joy to be at that game, and I just think that he's got a couple of weeks now to really hone what we need to do. He's not a miracle. Well, maybe he's a miracle worker. I don't know. Maybe he can get his magic wand out or whatever and make Dyer and Davis a lot better and Højbjerg. But I think he's got some time to work with what he's got and really drilling to them. Look, let's put it this way, team. How quickly did Ange Postecoglou turn the whole of the club around? He just walked through the door and also. So if he can do that, he can do that with this group of players and get them to get a result. I think that we need to be on the front foot. We need to be attacking, and we need to be playing Ange ball. And I think we'll do that at home, and I think that will help us. And it might end up being a ding-dong game. Look at the Man City-Chelsea game. I mean, this is what the league's like this year. I mean, a 4-4. I mean, this is like madness. Late goals going in against Liverpool for us and Sheffield United. Late goals for Wolves. This is the league. This is the Premier League. And I think the way to be part of that, to beat the Premier League, if you like, and to be up there challenging, is to embrace it and to be part of that. And you can't be sitting back and having turgid football. You need to be going on the front foot. It is Ange ball. I think we'll do it, and I think we'll do it at home, and we have to do it. See, does that make sense, team? I think all of them things mean that we have to get a result. But Villa have got a good record against us in recent times, which is a bit of a worry.
Used to be
but they are bad.
Yeah. Played a Celso. He knows Martinez. Every weakness. There you go. I mean, Villiers, get them all on. As many Argentinians as possible. I think Lee
doggy
is right.
back as well. Hopefully, doggy back as well. That gives us a bit of pace in the back line. So Emerson Royale won't be there. We've still got that centre back pairing partnership is a bit of a conundrum. So we have to see what he does there. But shame that Dyer's not on international duty, so he can't get injured.
Well, yeah, but he did score the winning goal for England in a World Cup penalty shootout for the first time in a long while. So that still carries brownie points with me.
For sure.
But at Spurs, no, not anymore. I mean, why don't we give Phillips a go? We bought him. He's been brought in and just brought him in. Now is the time to start, bringing on some of these younger players, as we were talking about earlier. But it is an absolute must-win game, because even though we are City's bogey team, I don't think we're going to be their bogey team this year. Having said that, I don't think they're playing anywhere near the capability that they have at the moment, City. So, it's a mad league. By the way, nobody has mentioned there was not one VAR stoppage
that's true.
in the Wolves Spurs game. So we went from the sublime to the bleeding ridiculous, didn't we? There was nothing. And let's hope there's nothing in the Villa game, just 2 or 3 Spurs goals, and that'll be it. But I've got a feeling like you have, Lee, there might be a few goals in it. But with the fans and, you know, a little bit of a hot poker up the old Jacksie from Ange, hopefully, you know, that's what Australians do, apparently. You know, he'll get them going, because you don't want to lose 3 in a row, 2 of them at home, then have to go to City, be faced with a January. Are they going to be fit? You know, the ones who are injured, and you're losing Basuma and Sarr and Sonny. You really have got to stop the rot. And Villa is the way to do it, apart from the psychological dent for Villa chasing us down for a place in the top 4. And I rather like, Lee, your idea of Ollie Watkins coming to Spurs, although I look at Brian Mbeumo as well at Brentford, who I think is terrific.
No, definitely. And I think that's the thing. I think, like you guys have both said already, that this is that hopefully the game's put us back on track, isn't it, Connor? Because like we said, to come back from international break, to be able to get 3 points against Villa at home with the home fans, it's got to be a must win, surely.
It's a must win, but it's a question of whether it will be. Lee makes a great point about Villa's away record, but again, as I say, always, football is momentum. And I think for me, it'll be we score 5, you score 6. Well, no, sorry, you score 5, we score 6 sort of game. No, it feels like there's going to be goals purely and solely because of, and I don't want to allude back to the defense, but that defense will leak goals. It's a very samey defense as last season that we know leaks loads of goals. Villa are a very good attacking team, so that Villa will score. I think we'll score. I think we really will continue to struggle without Maddison. I'm going to be honest. It's not ideal, the situation we are in. Like Russ said about Lo Celso, it's a tough one. It'd be nice to see him step up, but Ange sees something, which is the reason why he's not playing. If he saw that he was a player who's going to play for him, then he would be playing him. There would be a reason to play him. So there's clearly a reason why he's not. I'll tell you what, I would like to see Kulu deployed in the middle. I'd be very interested to see that happen. I don't think it will. I think we've still got Gill as an option. That's another one who people keep, speculating will thrive under Ange. Well, will it happen? Will we see him? I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. But like I say, the atmosphere at home this season has been immense. It was immense before the Chelsea game. It was immense after the Chelsea game. It's like, it's different. And like Russ said about that, we've got our Spurs back. I don't like that either. I think it's silly, but I think people are right in an aspect of saying we've got that attacking football back. We've got that belief back. And this is the thing. It's a massive game with us needing to win it. I'm not too sure we will, but if we don't, yes, we've got City after that. Yes, we've got Newcastle as well. Like it's a tough couple of games, but I believe anyway. I think, okay, it's a sort of situation where we could lose to Villa, we could go to City and win. That's just us. That's just the belief that we're in at the minute. So I'm confident, but I don't think we'll win, and that's fine. And for me, it's not problematic if we don't, because we are so early in this project with everything having changed so much that that I just want us to go at them, and we will, because that's Ange ball at home, and I'm excited and nervous, but mainly excited because even though we've lost, we were saying about that feeling of like under Ange, we're counting down the days to watch Spurs again, and I know we've lost and we feel rough about losing, but in my head, I'm still like, it's X amount of days till that game. Like, I'm still excited because that's the effect he's had, and that's why I'm not overly worried, regardless of what happens, because we're going to be fine. We just got to be patient with him and know that it will work out.